Welcome back to Marvel Snap. This is the second commentary-filled video that I will have. Jeez. That's my notification sound. Hope everybody's been doing well. Exclusive variants available. Yeah, for a limited time. How much money do you think they're gonna ask me? Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, it's like Spider-Man. I like. Who's the artist on it? I don't know. Sensational. I don't care. This one's pretty cool. Oh, this is kind of the art style that I have on a lot of my cards. Realistic. Man, that one's so fresh though. Could not care less about that guy. Anime Storm. That one's pretty good. Probably the best Storm variant in the game. Can I like look at other variants? No. I don't really care about that. Spider-Man. Storm. Anyway. Galactus. This Galactus is fresh. I saw somebody fix it. Really, when it comes to the shop, here's my philosophy. If you don't have the gold, don't even look. Like, why? You know, none of these deals are usually worth it. And so if you don't have the gold, if you don't have at least 700 gold, why even tempt yourself with what is in the shop? So when I open the game normally, you know, that's kind of fresh. Look at that guy. Look at that. I just skipped straight to the freebie stuff because could not be bothered. Example. Opens this page. Who's paying $50 for MODOK and 3,600 gold? That's hardly one card. 1.5 cards that maybe we saw in this vault. And I'll just click on this. And then sometimes I'll look up here because these are cards you can upgrade without the boosters to them. So if I'm like, oh, I want to upgrade a card I don't really use. And I was doing the 30-day gold pass. 1,800 total. Which gets you one premium variant. Which, man, it is sad how many of those I own. So we're going over, I'm just trying to do my dailies in about a 15-minute video. That's the objective. I'm gonna mute my phone notifications so don't be interrupted anymore. I'm getting B-roll footage, but I'm commentating on it and I'm uploading it as a little bonus. 6 cost cards, 4 cost cards, 20 or more power, 1 cost, 6 cost. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep working away at this. 4 cost cards with my 1/1 machine deck, otherwise known as Kazoo to the community, because of Kazar. This is going to be a good play in here. Squirrel Girl into Marvel Boy. It's going to put 3 1/1 cards on the board, and because I have Marvel Boy, he gives 3 of my cards 1 power. And look at that. I can actually put him down right now. And I'm actually going to put him in the middle lane. Just to see, in the hopes that the other player doesn't have the power to... Yo, what are they doing? Daredevil. I'm gonna guess, usually when a player has not played any cards by turn 3, they're running a Silver Surfer deck. So my guess is he's gonna try and magic this location away from me. But we're gonna play Kazar. And that's gonna be a good play for me. That, or he could be attempting to do... I don't know. But I don't think he's playing very well. Normally by this turn, See, I have to decide. I'm gonna Mystique. And I'm gonna do it over here. And then I'm gonna do that. The goal here is to play Shauna as one of my last cards, because I don't think the opponent can anticipate, and I can't really anticipate for the kind of cards that she's going to pull out of her hat. I'm just going to play one Hydra Bob, and I'll let him speculate as to why there's openings in every lane. Jubilee. Jubilee again. Sunspot. Looks like he's just barely going to edge out that location and get 7 power on his last turn. I've already snapped though, and I got Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel might be a better choice. I could fill this location and kind of... Well, now that this location of his is full, I know if I get 15 here, I can win. So I think what I'll do is I'll move my Squirrel here. That'll be an extra 7 power. And my Khazar. And then I'll Blue Marvel, and hopefully he doesn't have a card that gives him that much power. I just don't see it happening. But I'll Baku right here. He could move his Odin over here, and then we would have a slight issue, but Marvel Boy usually comes in clutch for me. That dog, man. That's what I forgot to check. As if my voice mod is even... Of course it's not. Look at that. Filter out some of those background sounds. Thank you, dog. And that's how you win that. What did he even play? I missed it. Vision on this location? That was a whiff. The one thing that I don't think I'm going to get around to mentioning in my video is there are bots. They do have bots. The objective of the bots is to make it so you don't have to wait to find a match. And if you retreat a bunch of times in a row, oh my gosh, that's actually pretty tight. I'm gonna send that to my Discord. That's tight. Spider-Man. I don't know the lore. That is another thing. So there's bots that appear sometimes, and it's okay. I think it's great for the game and the health of the game. It helps me win more. The other thing is, how do you get to the collections in the PC version? I'm always playing this on my phone. So you have all these characters, right? We'll do the favorites so you can see. So many Marvel characters. I have over 200 cards. And yet, if I were to say, who's Bishop? Nothing. I think it would be so... It would be in Marvel's favor to have like a tiny box. What the? Off to the side that would be like, Bishop first appeared in Marvel, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. This is kind of his little story. This is a little bit about him. You know, I can't really appreciate the character or the power fantasy of the character if I know nothing about him. Like Morph. I don't know Morph. Right? I don't know Morph. I just think it's a shame. Because I would love to learn more about the characters. I'd love to have a reason to open the app to just read a little. It doesn't even, I mean, just like Magic has. They have their little italicized text that says a little funny thing. I don't know why they can't do that here. And maybe that's on an internal roadmap or something, but I'm just saying, I'd open the game way more. Just kidding, I would open it the same amount, but I would spend more time in it. Sometimes. It's just the little things. Ooh. I'm gonna play Squirrel Girl here in the hopes that the opponent does not have another 1-cost card. And then I'm gonna put Nebula over here to discourage them from placing cards there. That's the great thing about Nebula, is you can kind of force your opponent into places because they're so afraid. They're so afraid of +2 power onto Nebula. Nobody wants to do that. They don't want her to do her ability. See, and this is another turn 3 deck. So we could see Magic over here. This Ninja is actually a 1-cost card. It's in my favor that it exists. I'm going to guess it's a Silver Surfer type deck. Infinity Border. This means that this player went through Conquest and won. Oh. He's just had a bad hand. Bad hand. Why over there? I do not think he has it in him to come out of what I have going on here. If I can get Blue Marvel this next turn, and then I can get, yeah, just an Apocalypse deck. You have to win Conquest, which is like Gauntlet of a bunch of challenges. That kind of screwed me up, actually. Blue Marvel. And then I'm going to hope for a Mystique is my final card, so I can Mystique and then Shauna, and then I win. I don't see a way out of this. A card he could have is MODOK, which will discard his entire hand, which would, you know, be good for him. Scorn. Yeah, he just didn't have any of his tech cards. Coal Obsidian with 7 power is kind of huge. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here, I do not see him being able to put down 15 power. And I think he's trying to move Hydra Bob. But there's no way he can anticipate Coal Obsidian on that location. I'm just gonna say it right now. Oh, he might have. Oh, he might have. But, you know, yet again, that's 11 power that didn't exist there before. Oh, Gambit. You could get a lucky Gambit. Nope, it's just my squirrel. But he's 20, but I still have 2 locations on the side. And that was really, that one was close. Very close. You know, it was a good try. But thanks for 8 cubes ranking me up ever so slightly. See, he could have, I mean, Kazoo really is the battle of trusting your deck and your draw. And I feel like my Kazoo deck is kind of, it's not the one I see that's meta. Everyone uses, here, I'll show it. Dan Hip Black Panther. I am slowly gaining a lot of cards. Carnage boosters. Yeah. Am I almost done with this season pass? I'm looking forward to that card back. That's a cool card back. Venom card back. And I like this art on this card. The base art. Do not like it whatsoever. But let me show you. So, in my deck, I've opted for Coal Obsidian. What a lot of other players will consider, well, some of them, I ran Hood for a while, but that puts -3 on the board with no way to get it off. I also thought about Rocket Raccoon for a while, which does turn into a 1-cost card that gives you 5 power with his ability. However, I just have Hydra Bob in there. I also considered for a time removing Squirrel Girl, but that leads to me not being able to do the Squirrel Girl and then turn 2 Dazzler into turn 3 Marvel Boy to be able to buff all the squirrels. Dazzler can become a 2/8 based on her ability, and if we have a location that buffs ongoing abilities. Ongoing is also a pretty good thing to have in your deck because the game is weighted towards on reveal cards. That's kind of the meta right now, is where the card pops on the field and reveals an effect. A lot of players play those types of cards. So some decks you'll see have counters to reveal cards. But yeah, some players will do, where's that Gaia card? Gaia. This lady. Your 1 and 6 cost cards cannot be destroyed. So they'll run this to try and counter destroy decks, because what you'll see in decks with destroy type abilities is Killmonger, who destroys all 1 cost cards. My philosophy though is I would rather retreat, or sometimes I'll still win against destroy decks if I, for example, play like Baku on turn 1, Nebula turn 2, and then they Killmonger. I still have Squirrel Girl and Shauna that I can play. And there's no way for them to do another Killmonger, and so I can win that way. And a lot of my cards, some of them can get over 10 power, in which event you are susceptible to Shang-Chi. But now we're going kind of over time. There's just a lot of cool things. And the one point that I really want to stress, and I would like everyone to know, is, like I said, I have over 200 cards, but I started out with 12. And slowly, over the course of my journey, I earned 1 card at a time. And that's why I know all the cards and all their effects and all the synergies and everything they do. It's because you earn them 1 at a time. You can deck build 1 deck. So for a long time, I had an on-reveal deck. I would earn a new on-reveal card, and all I had to do was think, does this one fit better than any of the other ones I have? Now I have, almost 20 decks, and that's all I've done. That's how I've got here. Mostly for free. You can actually scroll. I can scroll back. It would take a million years. And you can see my journey. You can see, actually you can't anymore. Oh no, you can. I'm gonna attempt it because I want to know if the game still knows what I earned. Right? A lot of this, I've paid for a couple seasons. I've probably put about $60 good dollars, maybe even $100 into this game, because I think it's fun and I like playing it. But you don't have to. See, starting out, this was the very beginning. Jessica Jones, you earn that card. So when you upgrade a card and the art on the card, you get levels. Collection levels. So I upgraded a card. It gave me the next card, next card, next card, next card. And you get a couple cards to play with. And then they start giving you less and less and less and less, over time. But they do this with every player. So everyone has the same amount of cards by this level. If you're collection level 50, you have exactly this many cards. This one and all the ones down here, you have exactly that many. And so it's kind of balanced in that way. Which I think it's so cool. In a world where Magic exists, where Magic the Gathering has probably thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of cards, there can exist a game like this where you get 1 card at a time. Everyone gets 1 card at a time. You can pay for cards if you're richer than rich, and you can buy them outright, but see, you can just see I'm just getting a 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, and 1 there, and that's how I learned how to play the game. This one. On reveal, give all cards in your hand 1 power. Who does that work good with? On reveal, next turn, both players can move cards to this location. Who does this card work good with? And because you have, you know, so many decks, you can even start decks and not finish them. If you wanted to deck build and then just stop. That's kind of my rant on that. I'm trying to figure out a way to write it down. I'm still working on the script for this video. We'll get into some matches again. I'm going to have to timestamp it so that it's actually interesting. Nobody cares about how the game works. This is a perfect location for me because M'Baku is not going to do anything for me. He can, I mean, there's Marvel Boy, but it's a kind of a good hand. A Dazzler that'll be an upgrade to Dazzler. 12 power instead of 8. Yeah, Widow's Kiss. Destroyed when this location's full. Little do they know. My plan is to fill the board. I really need Squirrel Girl though, or Shauna, or I'm not gonna live. Oh, and that's gonna hurt me too. Cassandra Nova. But that's gonna hurt them. They're 24 power behind on that location unless they have Shang-Chi, which it could happen. It could happen. I don't want to play Hydra Bob just yet. I will play my I will play my Khazar. I wonder what he's up to. Symbiote Spider-Man absorbs the card and copies the text, and then you can activate it a second time. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. The only problem is see, and that's why it's good to play. It's good to play Blue Marvel now, and then I can play Mystique on the rightmost location. Oh, he's gonna Black Panther. So my guess is on turn 6. Yeah, we can't beat that. Turn 6, he's gonna play Aram Zola. Aram Zola destroys the card and then plays it again on both sides of the locations. So this card would double from 34 into just a dummy amount. Dummy huge. Oh, and there we go. So we're a couple minutes over time, but I think that was a pretty good run for our money. You can see what our boosters are. Magic. Wow. Wow. I feel like we got to leave it on a win, though, right? I'm already over time this much. I might as well play again. That's kind of how this whole game goes, though. Kind of how this whole game goes. It's just so quick, right? We're back into another match. It's been 20 minutes and we've played 4 matches. Ooh, that's going to suck for me. Maybe they'll have a magic and we'll be able to get rid of it. But, okay. Woo! We'll take it. We'll take those. I like that emote a lot. The emotes are fun. I will tell you all, here's the philosophy to the emotes for me. They all translate into words because you can't really speak. I'll show you all the emotes in between turns here. You kind of understand how this deck works. I was going to play with a different deck today. To get better footage. Crap. But see, you have a selection of 2 pages. These are all basic, like whatevers. And then you have all of these. Baku. The fateful Baku. This is the FU emote. Especially if you play it twice in a row, FU. Like, she means FU. And there's no way that I'm not exaggerating, that's real. This one's funny. You can get that one from collecting a bunch of cards with the same type of art. This one's the base, and base. So you have 4 to start. I've earned a lot. I earned this one too. I've earned him. This one was hard. This one was free. Let's get some more cards on the board. Turn 4. He's got, oh, you know what? If he has Killmonger, it's over. Killmonger. And that happens too. Sometimes you roll a blade and it kills your freaking card. I'm just leaving. I'll play here. And for the last, we're almost at 30 minutes, but why not? We'll just go again. This is one of my favorite cards I own. Like, for real. She's beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. What a sick cop, though. Like, come on. Amazing. I guess I said something about philosophy in the emotes. Really, I was just meaning to say the FU emote. Destroy is a very fun deck because you can win very consistently. Merge your cards here in the symbiote. That's kind of sucky for this deck archetype. Here's what we got. Venom destroys other cards here and adds power to the card. Destroy this one. When this is destroyed, replace it with Winter Soldier, so it goes from a 1 to a 6, a 2/6, which is pretty good. Carnage, destroy your other cards here, plus 2 power for each card destroyed. So it's usually good to get 3 cards and then Carnage. Atuma, after each turn, destroy one of your cards here with less power. That one you can get some really good bounces with our friends, the X-Men. I'm going to play him here even though that's not optimal, but Nova will... When Nova's destroyed, I already said that. Anyway, yeah, his Vulture is going to go crazy. It will buff my Winter Soldier to become a 7. 2 7/7s here. And Death. This is a new art that I recently obtained. Costs 1 less. It starts at 8 power. But I'm gonna put Atuma there to set him up. Null has the combined power of all cards destroyed the game. So the objective is to destroy 8 cards and have Null in your hand, and then you could put 12 plus whatever he is on the board on your turn 6, which is nuts. Most people cannot do anything about that unless they have Shang-Chi. Truly the bane of my existence. He is just plinking this dude around. There's no way. And he's gonna move him out with Madam Web and just absolutely decimate me. Yeah, and Atuma's not gonna work for me. I gotta retreat. There's just no way I can win. That guy's way too strong, and I don't have Shang-Chi. I don't really believe in Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's a great tech card. I understand the appeal of the Shang-Chi. I know why Shang-Chi should be in a lot of decks. But I hate relying on the tech of Shang-Chi, because guess what? If your opponent doesn't have a card that has 10 power on the board, what are you gonna do? Nothing. He's literally a 4 cost for 2 power. He's worthless to you unless you can use his tech. In which case it wins you many games. Many such cases. Many such cases. So that's why I don't want to deal with him. This is a new card recently after you play a card. So it's basically Hulkbuster in reverse. That's fine. 5 energy this turn, that's fine. Atuma, Bucky. Yeah. Atuma's awesome to get out early. Especially if you have freaking Wolverine, wherever the crap he is. Wolverine or X-23. Because sometimes you'll destroy them and they'll flip right back into Atuma's lane. Or you just destroy them in the other lane, they flip into Atuma's lane. Kind of amazing. This is a card I have not seen very recently. Return other cards here to your hand. Wow. Plays it on Werewolf. That's cool. My Bucky card sucks. But he, you know, and that counts. You know what that negative also counts for? Is null. This is not a random card for me. This is not a random card for me. What's his cost? 2? That's really funny that a random card and it gave me Bucky. Oh, see, he's done Cosmo. On reveal won't happen here. Which, you know, kind of freaking sucks. That pretty much negates the powers of my entire deck. Take your 1 power. You had your fun. I've said this deck was consistent. Maybe it... Just give me 1 good play, man. It is so bad for me to get footage this long. Like, it's gonna ruin my life editing. There we go. Deadpool and Nova. Oh, praise be. Yeah, you can emote the locations in case you hate them. You can also emote on cards. You can also unlock new emotes for cards, just like you have emotes for over here and stuff. You have to do this one whenever you play the same card as another player. You have to do it. You have to. This one is like rubbing it in your face. This one's like screw you. This one is like my other screw you, like screw you, I won, is kind of how I use that one. Oh, see, look, perfect opportunity. Why would he do that one? I'm gonna Nova here, and then I'm hoping by turn 4 I can Atuma on top of that and have it go into Deadpool. So far we're on track. Oh, that sucks. Kind of kills that location. Turn 4. Awesome. Next turn, Hulkbuster to Deadpool. And hopefully he's gonna Nova.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Please, Nova. Please hit Nova. No. That's just... And then she might go right back into Atuma's lane. And now I have to 50-50 that again as well. Which is awesome. Hulkbuster. You know, I could Venom right here just to... I'm going to do it. I'm going to Venom right here. And that'll destroy 3 cards for null. And then if I Killmonger next turn, it's guaranteed that Deadpool's going to be at... what is that going to be? 5 power? I have priority too. If I didn't have priority, I'd be afraid that Killmonger would be played by our friend over here, Grim. Hey, calm down. Sorry. I do like the matte red with those Deadpool cards. That's nice. I actually haven't seen any of the Deadpool movies. I should probably fall over and die. My Deadpool's ahead of his Deadpool in times it's been destroyed.
What a game!
But I can't play my Deadpool again, so it kind of sucks for me, doesn't it? I think the obvious thing here to do is to do null over here, unless he does null over there. See, it's tricky. It's tricky. Because if this player has a null, I want to counter it. And the place to be would be here because you get +4 power at other locations. And I lost the game. And he Shang-Chi'd. Stunned. You can't do that. You can't do that. That emote is not for you. Anyway, sometimes I make the wrong decisions, but he didn't snap, so it's not like I lost very much of anything. Ah, boy. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Sucking and dying and being killed to death after we get 100 credits. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can upgrade any cards real quick. I need footage for that always. Turn it on favorites. All variants upgradable. I have a lot of creds. A lot of creds. And I don't really have anywhere to... Oh, I can put him in Shang-Chi and get him a custom card. I always like going for Infinity. Great job. Yeah, I don't use it. I just don't... Because, like, how fun was that for me in that last round after I talked my ear off about him? A split. I hate Prism. Prism is so not good looking. Ugh. Looks terrible. I have Magic. And the Art Gem variant. 52. I should just ultra her right now.
Animated frame.
Animated frame. It's not bad for base art. Martyr. Collector's tokens. Probably one of the worst rewards you could get. IMO. I still have 580 credits? What? This new Iron Man was so fire. So fire. But I like mine better. I don't know, actually. I haven't looked. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, but yeah, I like mine better. Sorry. It's got blue. I'm actually gonna keep my credits, to be honest. It's fun when I can upgrade cards that I'm actually using instead of coming in here and being like, well, let's upgrade this again. I don't know though. Another Miles. Another Miles Morales. Yeah, that's my custom card. I can't. I will actually. Come on. Come on. This video's already way too long. Come on.
Infinity.
I didn't see what it rolled with. Bishop. Credits and credits. Black Glimmer Flare. That's not bad. That kind of, I mean, he's got a black suit, so it works. Yeah, man. Where is, I'm gonna change him right now. He's in my Dance For Me deck, which is based on making the other player move. I forgot to yeah, the Black Glimmer. See, you kind of want to do crap on your cards because it looks good. Or do we like the foil city? See, the foil city I think is way cool. I just don't know. I don't know. The Black Glimmer, I think maybe it's cool here. I'll save that. I'll see how I'm feeling that later. Anyway, too long, didn't watch. Bye. Too long, didn't watch. Oh, crap. Too long, didn't watch.